You wasted our time. We Northerners, you wasted our 8 years, wasted our precious 8 years. Now the power return to South. Now I don't open. Now come on, assure you from power. And I never see anything. You go off na line, me assure you carry all the.
Hello and what's up, guys? In this video, a Northern man has set the social media on fire with a shocking outburst, and what he said will leave you stunned. He blasts Northern leaders, accuses them of failure, and then makes a vow that nobody expected. He starts by mocking those shouting, "Tinubu must go." He says they are lying. According to him, nobody born of a woman can remove Tinubu from power. Imagine that. He even admits he never voted for Tinubu before. He doesn't even like him personally, but this time he swears he will vote as Siwaju, and the reason, he says, did not betray itself and their own leader failed them. He goes further, calling out big names, Kwankwaso, El-Rufai, Atiku, saying their coalition will eat dust. His anger turns to Buhari too. He claims Buhari wasted 8 precious years of Northerners doing nothing for the North except building a railway to Niger Republic. He compares that to Tinubu, who he says is at least building roads from Lagos to Calabar and even into northern states. Whether it is true or not, his passion is clear. The most shocking part, he calls his own people mugu and fools, accusing Northerners of ignorance and hypocrisy. He says they not wasted their chance, and now that power is in the South, they suddenly want it back. According to him, it is nonsense, and Tinubu will teach the North a bitter lesson. Guys, this is one of the most explosive rants you will hear in Nigerian politics today. I will let you watch this video for yourself so you can see exactly what I'm talking about. Also, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to this channel if you haven't already done so. Take a look, guys, and remember to share your thoughts after watching.
So they say Tinubu must go. Tinubu must go. My people from the north, they say Tinubu must go. Tinubu is a bad leader. He did this, he did that. Nigeria is hard. People cannot eat. Things are hard. People cannot feed. So in that case, Tinubu must go. I say you are lying. Me personally, I will vote Asiwaju. I never vote him. I did not vote him the last election. But you see, this time around, I will vote Asiwaju. No born of a woman. No born of a woman can remove Asiwaju from power. I do not like him. Mark my word. I do not like him. Personally, I do not like Asiwaju, even without politics. Personally, I do not like him. Though he's around in Islam to say you do not like anybody because you are all human beings. But then me personally, I have a decision to make. Right? I do not like Asiwaju, but because of the pain of my people from the north, because of our hypocrisy, our ignorance, the anger will push me to go and vote Asiwaju once again. Kwankwaso Asiwaju must go. El-Rufai Asiwaju must go. All this coalition, Atiku, all of them, you eat dust. All the coalition will eat dust. I swear. That's not because Asiwaju is the best. No. But because the North failed the Northerners. The Northern leaders failed the Northerners. Our leaders fail us. You fail us. Buhari ruled for 8 years. You cannot point out anything apart from railway he did to Niger. Yesterday I uploaded a video. I was talking about this, and somebody say, "Well, how do you mean Buhari did not do anything? He did railway from Nigeria to Niger." Say, look at this mugu. You see this mugu? That's how mugulistic Nigerians are, and my people from the north. You see how fools we are? Say you do railway from Nigeria to Niger. After Tinubu is busy doing road from here to Calabar, doing road from here to Maiduguri, Borno, doing road from here to Kano, building different kind of things. Though I do not see them, apart from Kosaro, I do not see anyone, but they say he's building. So I want to believe that he is doing it. You want to build and to enter Niger, and you say, warriors sit down for power. I know there's a zombie, sit down for power, occupy the space. You know, my people had the proverb, they say, spider hold down, he hold the spider, you know spider now, web cover, right? You hold down fly, but he's not eating the fly, and does not pardon the fly. That's what Buhari did with the Buhari. Hold down Aso Rock for 8 years. He's not living there, and you do not allow anybody to enter there. You wasted our time. We Northerners, you wasted our 8 years, wasted our precious 8 years. Now the power return to South. Now I don't open. Now come on, Asiwaju from power. I never see anything. You go off na line. Make Asiwaju carry all the ministerial offices. May give it to Yoruba people. It's okay like that. The ball was in your court yesterday. How did you play the ball yesterday that it was in your court? Now the table has turned. You are coming to tell me power must return to not. Now only us, then Nigeria. Now maybe I show you if I finish and now give power to the east. Look for one Igbo man, give power to. Yes. Now again Nigeria, all the Buruku people. Now come tell me power return to not be only north. Tinubu go teach us lesson.
2027 will be a very great year. That 2027 will determine the way Nigeria moves. Me, Methuselah, I'm saying it categorically as it should be. Instead, may not collect that power 2027. May Tinubu continue. If all of us go die, may we die. The angel, the devil you know is better than the angel you don't know. No, and don't tell me about capability or who can do better. We've tried not since I was born, and not to the rule. Small time they go give a person, just small time they go give one person. But the North has ruled the most, both under military and under civilian, and under democracy. The North has been ruling, and you can't tell me one particular thing that the North has done to exonerate Nigeria from all the suffering. Okay, so coming 2027, Atiku, instead of Atiku rule Nigeria self, may MC Olomo begin rule us. Because Atiku is the major problem in Nigeria. Atiku follow from PDP, Atiku follow from APC, Atiku follow from ADC. What the fuck? Like, who is he working for? And all he does is come back to Nigeria, disrupt and make us not to get a good leader, then go back to Dubai. So Atiku is a no for me, no matter who he is. Yes, I like him as Atiku, but not to be my leader. El-Rufai, he's also a good man, but then he's not there. Okay, so if 2027 they're not gonna give him Peter Obi, I won't be voting for Peter Obi, but I'll canvass for him because he's my able brother. But among the list who I don't see, he's the only man that I'm picking for now. Okay, Dati is not contesting. That is another person that I love so much. Okay, but aside that, all those Atiku them, no. Instead, may power go north. North has done their 8 years with Buhari, which was very, very abysmal. So Nigeria no be not to get them. Instead, may not collect them. May Tinubu continue. If we die, we die. After all, the North we don't rule before, they not do better pass him. If they've done better than him, they would have set a good precedent for him to follow. But they didn't. So it's either Peter Obi or Tinubu for me. So don't be surprised if you see me tomorrow supporting an APC member. Don't be surprised. Just like if you see me supporting APC in Anambra State, don't be surprised, because it's better for me say one Agbero for P work at the rule Anambra State than say somebody where I campaign for will be professor the rule Anambra State, like say na idiot to the ruler. So it's better for me say na another person the ruler man knows okay, now this person I go know okay, than say person who I hope for can they disgrace everybody. Like this, if I win Anambra State, I don't mind. It's party, not the person. So tomorrow, instead, may power go back to North. May Tinubu hold am. After all, now North hold am since carry all their things, give only their brother. So may South to do themselves, no problem. I mean, these days now, I know they do politics of emotion. No. I know they try them again. If they don't give Peter Obi that ticket, may people will want to survive, may people will want to live, may people will want to enjoy the country, free vote for them. May Tinubu hold am. Mr. May go North. Simple. I don't send anybody, Papa.
Nigerians need to know that the battle to break President Tinubu is a battle to break Nigeria. Yes. And let's not pretend anymore. Yes. There's a powerful undercurrent in Nigeria's political waters today, and it is flowing fiercely against President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. And what is happening is not just the usual political noise. It is carefully orchestrated campaign by a group of powerful interests who feel threatened, not just politically, but economically and historically. And the reason they want President Tinubu out of power at all costs go deeper than most people realize. This whole struggle did not start today. And to understand what is happening now, we must go back to a conversation between Professor Omoruyi and General Ibrahim Babangida. A conversation that should draw light on how deep the northern establishment fear of southern leadership's run. That conversation, documented in Omoruyi's book, The Tale of June 12, reveal a mindset that is both old and dangerous persistent. Out of that discussion there was a message from the Sultan of Sokoto. He warned General Babangida that allowing the election of MKO Abiola, a Yoruba man and fellow Muslim, will undo the gain the North had made since independence in 1960. Imagine that. Even though MKO was well liked and not seen as a threat in personal terms, his ethnic identity alone made him unacceptable to northern power brokers. The Sultan made it clear that the North could not afford a Yoruba presidency. They believe it will shift the balance of power and allow the Southwest to reverse the decade of Northern dominance. And according to the account of Professor Omorui, a message was sent to Babangida that the June 12 election must not go forward. And Babangida, in a moment of candor, told Omorui that Yoruba people behave as if Nigeria cannot move forward without them, and adding that the Igbo should teach them a lesson. Seriously, it was a disturbing statement, but it revealed the hidden bitterness and competition that have plagued Nigeria's leadership structure for years. It also showed how much fear and hatred of Southern ascendancy still exists behind the closed door. And what played out in 1993 is no different from what we are seeing today. The same fear, the same desperation, the same tactics. Now, President Tinubu has become the symbol of what Northern elites fear most. A Southern leader who is independent, bold, and difficult to control. President Tinubu is not Obasanjo, who was handpicked and trusted by the same establishment to protect their interests. Unlike Obasanjo, who once ruled as a military head of state and was widely seen as someone who would play ball, Tinubu came through the hard way. He built his political machinery from the ground up, led the opposition for years, and earned his victory through great strategy and the power of the people. And now that is in power, is not dancing to their tune. That is the real problem. What has President Tinubu done that is shaking the foundation of this powerful interest is disrupting their long-standing economic privilege. The removal of the petrol subsidy alone cut off a major pipeline of wealth for many of them who had benefited for years without accountability. Oil bunkering, illegal mining, black market foreign exchange deals, non-payment of taxes, and outright stealing of public funds in public service without questioning were part of the economic lifestyle of northern elites. These acts were not just tolerated, they were part of an entrenched system of plundering Nigeria. Tinubu's reform are exposing that system and trying to shut it down. And the reform, though tough, are not without purpose. They are aimed at building a stronger economy, reducing waste, and making the country work for everyone. Not just a privileged few, but those who have felt fat on the nation commonwealth for decades see it differently. To them, Tinubu's policy are not reform, they are threats. They see every policy as a move to dismantle their empire, and they cannot take it. So what are they doing? They are regrouping coalition. They are calling on their best 11 political heavyweights, media propagandists, religious leaders, and ethnic champions. They are aligning with angry politicians, including those from Southwest who lost out in the last election. They are funding protests, sponsoring misinformation, and showing discontent. And they are trying to present Tinubu's administration, government, as a failure. And not because he has failed, but because they are desperate to make the people turn against him. This playbook is not new. It is the same strategy they used against former President Goodluck Ebele Jonathan. Remember how they resisted every effort to transit power to him after the death of former President Yaradua. How they labeled him incompetent, weak, clueless. They made the country ungovernable for him and push him out using every conventional and unconventional method at their disposal. Now they want to repeat the same script. Only this time, the target is President Tinubu. But Nigeria must ask themselves, is this really about President Tinubu? Or it is about a group of people trying to protect their unchecked access to power and wealth? The bitter truth is this: if we allow these forces to succeed, Nigeria will return to the same cycle of backwardness we have been trying to break since independence. The old system will come back stronger, bolder, and ruthless. The same forces that have looted our resources, undeveloped our regions, and used religion and ethnicity to divide us will be back in control. All the efforts to create a fair and just Nigeria will be wasted. No one is saying President Tinubu has done everything perfectly. No leader ever does that. But what President Tinubu represents is a turning point in Nigeria's political history. For the first time in a long while, the person at the top is not a puppet. He's not afraid to make a decision. He's not waiting for approval from a hidden cabal. He's trying to steer the economy the country in a new direction, away from waste, corruption, and economic sabotage. And that is why they want him out. Seriously, the fight against President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is not just about politics. It is about power, privilege, and control. It is a battle between the old Nigeria and the new Nigeria. A battle between those who want change and those who want things to stay the same because they benefit from it. A battle between progress and sabotage. But this time, we must not let them win. We must see through the lies, the propaganda, and the distractions. We must recognize what is at stake, not just for President Tinubu, but for all of us. If they succeed in removing President Tinubu, they will also remove every hope for real change in this country. If they succeed, they will send a message that no certain leader who is not a puppet can ever survive in power. If they succeed, they will find the dream of balance, of a balanced Nigerian where leadership is based on merit, not manipulation. Nigerians, this is the moment for Nigerians to stand firm, not because Tinubu is perfect. No, but because Nigeria deserves a chance to be governed by someone who is not beholden to any hidden master. We must support the reforms President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's administration is going through. We must endure the temporary pain for the promises of lasting gain. We must resist the attempt to throw the country back into chaos just to satisfy the greed of a few. Because if we allow them to remove President Tinubu now, we are not just removing a president. Yes, I'm telling you, we are removing our last chance at true national progress. Let's not betray our future. Let us stay the course. Let us protect the reforms. Let us defend the hope. Because this time, the change must not stop. God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria.